Hey, I am. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? Well, I am in San Diego. I'm here at Comic-Con. Well, I mean, I'm just outside of downtown. Ann and I came down for Comic-Con here in San Diego. We have not been down to the convention center yet. I of course am in Colossus. I am in the van right now, coming to you guys from the van. But yeah, I'm excited for today. This is going to be great. We got some really cool issues we're going to talk about with you guys, but also, as is becoming a regular on Thursdays here, I'm so excited to have 3C Films. Chris is here. Chris, how you doing?
Hey, thank you so much for having me, John. Pleasure always to be here. I know you're. I wasn't getting back to you, Neiman. You're like, are you coming to me? I just assume this is my second home now, so I'm moving in.
I love the Peacemaker shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is a great shirt. I love that. And of course, most importantly, you guys are here. Thank you so much for being here and joining us today. We do have a number of topics that we are going to discuss with you guys, and we're not going to waste any time. Now, just to let you know, today is going to be a little bit of a shorter show because, like I said, we are in San Diego, and I do want to get down to Comic-Con. I'll be sharing some videos of us walking around, but we do have a number of things to talk about. We're going to start off with this. Well, of course, Spider-Man, it's here. It's opening this week, which is kind of crazy to think about because it feels like it's been lost in the mix a little bit. You know, talking about with Odyssey opening and all the big numbers it's been putting up with, Avengers Doomsday and the trailer coming out and all that kind of stuff. But it's here. It's this week. Spider-Man, brand new day opens up. And a couple of really interesting things have happened. You know, I was saying on the show the other day that the very best piece of marketing, the number one thing that Avengers Doomsday has going for it, and the best piece of potential marketing it has, is Spider-Man. Because if Spider-Man hits theaters and it's great, it's just going to balloon ticket sales for Avengers Doomsday. But the opposite thing has also happened. You guys have probably seen a lot of reports going around that once the Avengers Doomsday trailer dropped on Monday, not only did a lot of people buy tickets for Avengers Doomsday, but according to the outlets, there was then a spike and a surge in ticket sales for Spider-Man Brand New Day. So it truly is, a lot of people are looking at one and they just see it as one big MCU, and that's been very beneficial. Now, because it had that surge in ticket sales for Spider-Man as a result of the Avengers Doomsday trailer, you may have seen a bunch of headlines going around, like this one, saying that Spider-Man is now projected to make $300 million on its opening weekend. $300 million. Now, let's take a step back and look at the context and put that into perspective. Here's the 5 biggest opening weekends in the history of Hollywood. Let's take a look at this. So obviously Avengers Endgame, which is still an unfathomable number to me. Like, I just didn't know there was enough screens and literal seats in theaters. But Avengers Endgame made $357 million on its opening weekend. In the number 2 spot was the last Spider-Man movie, with Spider-Man No Way Home making $260, Avengers Infinity War $257, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens at $248, and Star Wars The Last Jedi at $220. Oh, look at that. Top 3 are all MCU. Top 5 are all either Disney or Disney adjacent. Anyway, so look at these numbers. If Spider-Man Brand New Day was indeed able to open at 300 million, it would become the second largest opening weekend in the history of cinema. Bigger than any other Avengers movie other than Endgame. Bigger than anything. By the way, also take a look at this number. Now imagine Spider-Man Brand New Day in the number 2 spot, Spider-Man No Way Home in the number 3, and Avengers Infinity War in number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, you're talking about the top 4 opening weekends in the history of cinema having Tom Holland in all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't thinking that.
I'm not saying it's because of Tom Holland, but there's a little feather in the cap for Tom Holland.
Yeah.
The 4 biggest opening weekends ever, I was in all 4 of those. So that's interesting. All right. So because of all that, we've seen these numbers going around that the projections now are for 300 million. But sorry to throw some cold water on this. Here's the thing. Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to open huge. Huge. But these numbers you see being reported of a $300 million opening are not coming from any of the major or significant box office tracking outlets.
Mm-hmm.
I did some digging on it, guys, and basically what it is that some random people started theorizing, oh, maybe it could be 300. And then in some Reddit threads, wash, some people are saying now 300. And then from
Snowballed.
Reddit threads, some smaller outlets are saying, well, I read in Reddit, it's going to be 300 million. Then another outlet sees that outlet saying 300 million. And there's now saying it's now being reported that 300 million. And that's where it all came from. So no, Spider-Man Brand New Day is not currently tracking to make 300 million opening. The major trackers are still saying it's going to be in the 230 to 250 million range, which, Jonathan, if we still have that graphic, let's bring that graphic back up. If it does open in that 230 to 250 million dollar range, it still gets into the top 5 of the biggest openings of all time. Now, these box office tracking numbers, 95% of the time, they come within 3 or 4%. But every once in a while, the tracking will say one number, and then the movie comes out, and it'll be like significantly more. I'm not saying that it's impossible that Spider-Man Brand New Day couldn't get 300 million. It's within the realm of possibility. I just want to make sure that expectations are where they should be. The trackers are still saying 230 to 250, regardless of the headlines that you're reading. 230 to 250 is the tracking. If it comes 290, 300, that's a surprise and a pleasant one. Anyway, Chris, we're looking at these numbers, okay? And okay, forget the fact that the 300 number is coming just from chatter. The movie is going to open huge. I mean, that is no doubt. We know that. So I got 2 questions for you. Question number 1, how huge do you think this is going to open to? Because again, even on the low end of that, 230, top 5 biggest opening in history. So question number 1 is, how big do you think it can be? And question number 2 is, why does Spider-Man elicit this kind of response where it's about to have 2 of the top 5 biggest openings in cinematic history? So what do you say to all that?
I don't get people who like Spider-Man.
Well done.
No,
well done.
That is
good timing.
With the actual numbers that they're projecting, I do think it's on the higher end. And I think this speaks to something that you talk about all the time. There's not superhero fatigue. It's mediocre movie fatigue. It's all that. And with the Spider-Man trilogy and what has come before, at least when the just Tom Holland solo movies, all critically acclaimed, all audiences love them. They make good money. It's just continued promise that if you're going to go see what they've recently done with this Spider-Man franchise, Tom Holland's to be, in fact, you are going to get something you're going to enjoy. And I think audiences like that promise. And it's funny because I'm hearing all these interviews now with Pascal, Kevin Feige, and they're talking about, how do we top Andrew Garfield and Toby showing up and going back street level? It's like people are still excited just because it's Spider-Man. He has something in the water, something in the web that is getting everyone excited. So I think it will be on the higher end. It's so cool to see that the Avengers hype is also pouring over, and that'll work vice versa for Avengers Doomsday when Spider-Man turns out hopefully being good. We still haven't seen the movie, and it could go either way, but I doubt it'd go bad now from everything I've been seeing. So it's just cool seeing these numbers. When I saw those 300 million projections, I was willing to buy it in just because of how much excitement there is around the movie.
Look, you bring up the $1 million question, which is, of course, it depends on how good the movie is, right? I mean, it's going to have a big opening weekend regardless, but then the legs. But look, this movie could end up being terrible. It could. It's possible. It can. But what the main reason I'm optimistic about it is because of Destin Daniel Cretton, the guy who's directing it. Now, I think John Watts, who directed the previous 3 Spider-Man movies, did a phenomenal job. By the way, then killed it with that little Star Wars show, Skeleton Crew.
I like that show a lot.
Oh, I think he did a great job on that show. So, but now we have a new director. But remember, this guy, Destin, he did Shang-Chi, which I think is one of the absolute best Marvel movies since Endgame.
3.
And then he followed it up with that little show that completely shocked all of us with Wonder Man.
Yeah, I had no expectations for that.
I had zero expectations. I didn't even care about it, to
Same.
be honest with you. Despite the fact that I think Yaya's a great actor,
Yep.
obviously Sir Ben Kingsley, still completely off my radar. Oh, it's opening tomorrow? I guess I'll check it out. Floored by it. It gets
It became my
nominated for
favorite.
Emmys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It became Jonathan's all-time
That
favorite
took my
number one Disney Plus show.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is the guy who's doing Spider-Man now. And so, again, that doesn't guarantee it's going to be good, but we will see. All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Spider-Man got a spike in its ticket sales as a result of the Avengers trailer. Is it enough to get it to 300? It's still actually being projected for the 250 range, but maybe it can get there. Whatever you guys think, jump down in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys. With that down, let's talk about this, shall we? Coyote versus Acme just released what they are calling their final trailer. Now, I have been very interested in seeing Coyote versus Acme because I've heard nothing but even Lord and Miller said they saw it and they said it was really good. Everybody I've heard from who saw it has said it's really good. But of course, it had some problems because the studio that made it, Warner Brothers, decided to scrap it because they felt that the extra money it was going to cost to market and then put the film out in theaters was going to be more than the actual box office it would make, that they would actually save money by not putting it out in theaters. And you know what? I don't think they're wrong. I have not. I know.
No, yeah.
But it's true. Even though I'm interested in seeing it, but remember that last WB animation with the Looney Tunes movie they put out, something about the end of the world, or
the day the Earth blew up. I think
the day the Earth blew up. Yeah, made $6.85 at the box office. I think that was the worldwide total. Nobody went to go see it, despite the fact that I never saw it myself either. But the reviews were actually pretty good, and still nobody went to go see it. Then Warner Brothers put the movie up for bids. They said, look, we're not going to release it, but hey, if any of you other studios want to release it, all you got to do is pay us what we paid to make the movie. No takers. Nobody wanted it. So everybody else in Hollywood agreed with Warner Brothers. And then at the 9th hour, I think they're called Ketchup. Ketchup Entertainment came along and said, we'll put this movie out. And so thank goodness they did, because that means a lot of us are going to get to see it. But I've still had no belief that this movie is going to make any money whatsoever, even though I think it might be good. Well, the final trailer came out today. Fuck me, it's good.
Yeah. Woo.
This is a good trailer, man. This blows away. I thought the other trailers they put out were cute, but this trailer was a trailer to a movie I want to see. Cool. First of all, completely turning the paradigm on its head, making Coyote a what's the word I'm looking for? A sympathetic character.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Coyote, he never gives up, and we should all be more like that. Like, Coyote is the hero, and not in an ironic sense. I thought they were going to do it in an ironic sense, but instead of, we are extolling the virtues of Wile E. Coyote, a man who never gives up, total determination, always chasing his dream. I thought, number one, that was hilarious in and of itself. I was sipping on my drink when Porky comes in and says, is this the place for the pantsless audition? I nearly spit it out of my nose. I nearly spit my soda out of my nose when he said that. But my God, two things at the end of this trailer just destroyed me. John Cena will never be one of the world's great thespians. But damn, this guy's got very natural comedic talent.
His timing is so good on these.
His timing and delivery he's born with it. It's just a natural skill of his, right? Yeah. So when he's having that conversation with Tweety Pie at the end, I don't pay you for what you taught you taw. I pay you for what you taw. But I did taw. What did you tee?
And then he goes, "Taw."
What did you tee? What did you taw?
I died.
I laughed out loud watching it sitting in the van.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious. And then I missed it the first time because then you hear Bugs Bunny's voice, Coyote versus Acme coming in theaters, right? And then I just turned off the trailer. But then I saw somebody comment later saying, oh my God, that ending with the clock. I'm like, what? So I went back to the trailer. And if you watch it through the little title screen with Bugs Bunny, see, only in theaters, right? Then it does an Avengers Doomsday style countdown clock.
I love it.
And I'm like, oh my God, look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I still don't know if this movie's going to make any money.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. But damn if I'm not cheering for this movie now. This trailer, this is the power of a good trailer, guys.
Yeah.
This trailer has completely got me on board with this. I mean, I was already interested in it, but I'm all on board. This trailer is way better than it has any earthly business being. So I loved it. I really did. Anyway, Chris, you had a chance to see the trailer for Coyote versus Acme. What did you think about it?
Yeah, I grew up as a big Looney Tunes fan. I make some movies like Space Jam that I saw as a kid over and over and things like that. And I like the Brendan Fraser Back in Action movie that they did as well. And
I
so
forgot about that one.
I was pretty devastated whenever, all this went down and things were happening that we weren't maybe going to see it. And then Ketchup Entertainment swooped in. And now I'm going to name my next born son after them, just Ketchup Entertainment. But yeah, it's a great trailer. But you were right about like the earth blew up. It's just a marketing thing. Ketchup Entertainment had enough funds to get the film. But it looks like when it comes to marketing, they have to do either a lot of guerrilla marketing or a lot of viral marketing, stuff that is on the cheap. And that's the part where like I hope the word gets around enough about this movie because it does look charming. It looks heartfelt, looks fun. And I mean, to think the Looney Tunes, we're seen as the mascots of Warner Brothers and just how they shove them aside now. It hurts to see. But yes, it's a great trailer. It made me laugh a lot. Honestly, I like also the scope of it. I didn't think how big the movie is, but there was actually like a lot of big set pieces, a trailer falling apart and things like that.
That was crazy. That was
oh, it's a little bigger than I thought.
Yeah, that was like Terminator 2 style, like action with that semi, Like, what was going on here?
Yeah, and even
that moment. Yeah,
go ahead. No, go ahead, John.
That moment with John Cena where he snaps the pencil out of anger and the pencil goes, ow! I died. It was like it was Who Framed Roger Rabbit like style right there.
It's so great good. Humor. And so with it, man, I just lost the point I was gonna make. Way to go, John. No, you're good. No, you're good. But all this to say, it's great. I've seen they've done small promos already. John Cena and Will Forte. Hopefully they do more. So I'm definitely gonna be buying at least 2 tickets and hope that's enough to earn a profit.
Well, Cena's down here right now. He's here in San Diego right now, and obviously you're going to be doing a lot of promotion for it. Look, I don't do a lot of T-shirts, but I honestly think I'm going to design and get made a simple shirt that just says, "What did you tee? What did you taw?" I think this is going to go down as one of the great lines in cinematic history. I think I just that line is so good. Anyway, guys, question is for you: what did you think of the Coyote versus Acme trailer? I'm not going to lie, guys. It blew me away. I thought it was just wonderful, way better than it should be. I am now very excited to see the movie. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys. With that down, let's move on to this, shall we? Well, Avengers Doomsday, of course, it's going to be the biggest film of the year. And so it's the talk of the town and everything. And it's obviously going to have a big presence down here at CinemaCon. On Saturday night, I'm going to be doing a live stream as the Marvel Hall H panel is going on. We'll be talking about what's going on, what's getting announced. But they've already got some buzz coming out of Comic-Con because they have some displays up. And in one of the displays is this mannequin, I guess, which that's a little tough to see, John. Let's bring up to the next one. There it is. Which instantly a bunch of people said, is that a female Doctor Doom? No, He's not a female Doctor Doom, because right down on the floor beside the mannequin in this outfit is a placard that says Latverian Witch.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw some people start to speculate, oh my God, it's Wanda. It's Scarlet Witch. But here's the thing. It's not the Latverian Witch. It's a Latverian Witch.
Yeah.
There are multiple Latverian witches. What would be the plural? Witch Eye? The Witch Eye. The Latverian Witch Eye. And this is the design, which do they get their inspiration from Doom? Or does Doom get his look inspiration from the Witch Eye? Now, again, the outfit looks great. We all did the zoom in and look at the belt buckles or anything to be seen, the belt buckle and the design and the shoulders. And look, all I know is that overall, it just looks awesome. I mean, this looks absolutely great. And yes, the Witch Eye have a significant role to play, at least narratively, in the movie coming out. And I think this thing looks great. Now, they had a bunch of other stuff around there. Chris, you probably saw those too. They had a bunch of other costs.
Cyclops suit up close look cool.
Oh, it looks so good. But obviously, this is the one that caught a lot of people's attention. What did you think about it, and what sort of things came to your mind, if anything at all?
No, I mean, just intrigue into the role they play and the little tease you're doing, John, because I know you know more than us. But this, it's a cool costume. And yeah, when I thought Witch, well, I go to the most popular Witch that's in the MCU right now, and I thought Scarlet Witch, and with the mask, there's that room for play where take it off and have like a nice big reveal. But you're right, there are or other, I guess, magical females out there that it could be, and alternate dimension characters, doppelgangers and whatnot that could happen. Very intrigued now also with what you say, the big role they play, and whether maybe Doom has his inspiration there. Because I mean, somebody's had to have taught Doom his magic. He's got to have, I don't know, searched it up somewhere. At least that's the hint I was getting at from you. So this is honestly really cool. It paints an intriguing insight into this movie, because I still have so many questions just from that first trailer. All good stuff about how things will play out. And this is just another puzzle, and it could hint to maybe more things being revealed once Feige hits the stage, if this is something they want to put out there for people to gander and speculate on.
Now, so I have no idea what's under the masks.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I really don't. But how cool would it be? I mean, obviously, one of the big theories is going to be, if a mask comes off one of the Witch Eye, that it's Wanda. But to me, the thing that would give me real giggles is if it's a Agatha. I would
that'd be good too.
If the mask came off.
That would
and
totally
there's an
work.
Agatha.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love that. I think that would be so cool. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? That first look at the Latverian witches has come out, and I think it looks pretty damn slick. Whatever, I like that it was Agatha all along. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys. With that down, let's move on to this. Well, the main event, as is often the case here at San Diego Comic-Con, is going to be the Marvel Hall H Saturday night presentation. I believe it's happening at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, you know, there was a day when I would predict dropping bomb after bomb after bomb. Well, I shouldn't do that anymore, because last time I said that, really not much came out. But I do expect some big stuff coming out from Kevin Feige. And this is our last chance, because we don't have a John Campea show tomorrow on Friday, because I'm here at San Diego. This is our last chance to give our final predictions for what we believe we are going to see Kevin Feige announce, reveal, put on display at the Marvel Hall H Comic-Con panel. And I've got several predictions here for you. The first prediction is this, and it's a prediction of what's not going to be there. I don't believe they're introducing X-Men cast. You know, Sean Chandler and I were talking about this, and I think right now, I think all lasers of Hall H for Marvel are going to be pointed at Spider-Man and at Doomsday. Those are the things coming up most immediately. I think they're going to want to keep the attention there. And we are so far away from an X-Men movie that there is, number one, a very high probability that other than Sadie Sink, they probably don't really know who most of their cast are going to be. And number two, even if they do have their cast, there's no point in revealing it at this point. So again, I don't know that they're not revealing the cast for X-Men. Maybe they do. I'm just saying my last second prediction is that there will not be any X-Men cast announcements other than maybe they confirm Sadie Sink is going to be Jean Grey. Maybe that one, but other than that, I don't expect to say our new Cyclops is so-and-so. Our new Beast is Kevin Hart. Like, I don't think they're going to be doing that. So that's my first prediction, which is they will not be introducing X-Men cast. My second prediction, they kind of upended the bracket, the prediction bracket of what they'll be announcing at Comic-Con when they released the trailer for Doomsday on Monday. I really thought they were going to save that for the Saturday night panel at Comic-Con. They did not. They released it. So I do not expect, some people think they're going to drop another trailer just less than a week later. I don't think so, but I do think they'll release a scene. And when I say scene, I don't mean a 15-second clip. I mean like probably a good 1 to 2 minute scene for Doomsday. In lieu of a trailer, it'll probably be a big scene, and it'll probably be one, I'm going to guess, that will involve Doom. I think it'll probably involve Doom to some way, shape, or form. So that is my second prediction. My third is this. I think most people will agree with this. I think they will announce previously unannounced cast members of Doomsday. So look, we all know there's a few characters in Doomsday that were not a part of that ridiculously garbage chair watch. We all know there's a few more characters. And while I don't believe they're going to reveal everyone, they'll save some of those for the screen. I do think they'll probably bring out a couple of people that were hereunto previously unannounced. And I think they'll bring out a couple of those. All right. My fifth prediction is I believe they will talk a little Black Panther 3. Because the news is out there. Denzel Washington let it slip that he was already cast in it. So I have a feeling, and Kevin Feige is very big on this franchise. Even though I just said like, oh, they're not going to talk about X-Men because they're going to want to keep it limited. Black Panther's already in the universe. They've already got things moving. They've already kind of confirmed they were doing Black Panther 3 ages ago. Denzel Washington's already confirmed he's in it. So I think they can probably, without any harm, do a little bit of talking about Black Panther 3. So I think they'll do a little bit of talking in Black Panther 3. Sorry, that was the fourth. The fifth prediction I have is I think we're going to get a good chunk of time committed to Vision Quest.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Is also coming out this year.
And I keep forgetting about it because
everybody keeps we all keep forgetting about it, right? Vision Quest, I believe, is coming out in October.
Yeah.
So it comes out before Avengers Doomsday. There's been very little talk of it so far, other than to say this. I know two people who've seen it, who've seen the whole series.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they can't rave enough about it.
Oh wow.
They're just going insane about it. They think it's insanely good.
October 14th.
I cannot say that myself because I haven't seen it, but I know two people who have, and they love it. So I think we might even get James Spade. Is James Spader?
Spader.
Yeah.
Spader.
Come out on stage because of course he's returning as Ultron.
Would not be surprised.
Obviously, Paul Bettany will come out on stage
because
he's returning. I think they'll give us a good full trailer, a little bit more depth to it, a little bit more fleshed out, a good full trailer for Vision Quest. So we're going to get some Vision Quest, I believe.
Do you think they might touch on some Wonder Man? Since we know there's a season 2.
No, they haven't even written a script for it yet.
Yeah.
They're so far. So I don't think we're going to get anything Wonder Man. That's just way too far off. They might mention the success of the first season of Wonder Man, but I don't expect we'll be getting anything else because, again, they don't even have a script for it yet. All right, here's my last prediction. This is the hottest of hot takes. And I've mentioned this on the show before. This one has the highest chance to be wrong, but I'm going to swing for the fences anyway. I believe they announced a surprise MCU project that's going to come out between Doomsday and Secret Wars. Now, whether that's a Thor 5, whether that's a Doctor Strange 3, whether that's a Shang-Chi 2, whether that's something else completely out of left field, I don't know. But my big swing for our predictions is going to be they drop a surprise project coming out before the end of 2027. So, guys, those are my 6 hot takes on what my final predictions are for the upcoming Saturday night Hall H panel of Marvel. Chris, you've obviously got some thoughts and theories on this too.
No, yeah, John, I agree. Even Kevin Feige, he was recently, teasing, because like when we go to Hall H, we go to show you something, we go to deliver something. So it sounds like there are some big announcements coming. What they could be, I have a couple here, some more obvious than others. Obviously, I don't know anything. I know as much as the regular schmuck reading online, but I was thinking like you whenever I heard people speculate X-Men casting at San Diego, and I was like, way too early. We got the X-Men in Doomsday, we got this going on, but then people point out, according to the reports, X-Men is set to start filming in spring of next year, if that's still what they go with. Casting announcements leak out, things happen. Maybe Marvel just wants to take charge of it, put it themselves, not do the whole cast, but I think a Charles and a Magneto announcement would be enough to get you enticed and excited for what their X-Men could be. So I actually don't think it'd be all that crazy for him to actually reveal 1 or 2 big castings in their upcoming X-Men movie. I just think we've heard so much about it. It feels like every other month we talk about it. The Deadpool project, whatever this thing Ryan Reynolds is teasing or working on writing. I hear what you say, where you don't think it's a solo Deadpool movie. It's more like an ensemble piece. And that does align with what Ryan Reynolds say, where he just sees himself more as a background character in there. It could be something that what the Deadpool project is, or maybe it's Deadpool. They'll say Deadpool will be in the first X-Men movie, something like that as a supporting cast member.
That would be an announcement.
That makes sense. That could be a huge announcement right there.
Yeah, that would be a huge announcement. Yeah,
because you don't have to worry about who's getting recast as like a Charles or whatever. We already know Ryan is Deadpool, so that would actually make a lot of sense.
Something like that. I also, to throw a curveball, I agree on the secret project, but I think it'll be a special presentation. I think they'll announce some random special presentation.
That tracks.
Of what? I honestly have no idea, but you're right. Like there is kind of like this, there's this gap now between Doomsday and Secret Wars that maybe there's something Marvel could capitalize on or fill in the gaps to set up for Secret Wars. So I think a special presentation announcement of something could be on the horizon. I not to repeat myself too much, I think Black Panther is definitely something there, especially because they'd want to ride the Ryan Coogler, everything he's been doing since then. Like they'd want to show us like, hey, we still got him and we're working on that.
And with all the success of Sinners, they definitely would love to walk him out on stage. Say, look, he's with us still.
Yeah. But the 2 I'm caught with as my final is a Doctor Strange 3 or a Shang-Chi 2. I feel like those are the other 2 that would also make people happy or be exciting to hear about that is coming. But the thing is, just Destin is so busy now. He's got Spider-Man. He's moving on to Naruto. I don't know if it'd be a thing of if they did announce Shang-Chi 2. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like another director and Destin is there as like producer shepherding, saying, no, I approve of this. He's going to do great.
It would have to be at this point, right? Because with like he's still got to get Spider-Man out the door, and then he's going right on to that other project.
And
they've been waiting too long for Shang-Chi 2 already.
Yeah.
So if they do, and we don't know that they are, I think you're right. I think at this point it would have to be with him producing and another person coming in to sit in the director's chair.
Yeah.
You're probably right about that.
Those are some of the predictions I have. Honestly, it could go either way. You never know what could be announced, but I'm excited. It's going to be a fun Saturday.
Doctor Strange 3 could slot as that secret movie. Doctor Strange 3 could slot as a secret movie.
Yeah, I mean, again, because it is so, like when we last left off with him, it's all about incursions.
That's what it is.
Yep.
It's just all incursions. And so, I mean, again, how they would already be in production and never let a word get out about it.
That's the only
that seems very unlikely. It seems almost impossible today. But if anybody did it, I would say Kevin Feige did it.
I will say, too, it's a big missed opportunity based off of the viewership of season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. They really have to make some kind of push for season 3 just to get it out in the ether.
Yeah.
Even if it's a smaller port, they have to talk about it.
I'm so like, I have two different thoughts on that, because I've really liked Daredevil Born Again. Like, I like it a lot, but there's also no denying nobody's watching it. And do you use Comic-Con to build momentum for the things the fans are excited about? Or do you use it to try to get people excited for the things they're not excited about?
I would argue the Hall H crowd are excited for Daredevil. It's just like when you go to Disney, not Disney, Star Wars Celebration.
You're right. This is the
That's
audience.
your audience. They're gonna love Mandalorian and Grogu. I think they're gonna be
by the way,
most willing, hyped crew for.
To your point, like, I believe it was today they officially announced they just wrapped production on season 3 of Daredevil Born Again.
Yes.
So you know what? That, I got to admit, Jonathan, when you first said it, I'm like, that's unlikely, but it makes sense. Yeah. Maybe they do. Maybe a little bit of show a little footy of maybe some Elektra.
And the only
I was so excited to hear she was back.
I
was so excited to hear she was back. All right, guys. Just to remind you again, Saturday night, I will be doing a live stream from home at the home studio to just tracking. We're going to be tracking all the announcements coming out from Marvel Hall H at Comic-Con. I hope you guys will join me. We're going to start our live stream a half hour before the panel at 5 p.m. So get some snacks together, grab a couple of drinks, and hang out in front of your computer with me, and we'll talk about that. Looking forward to it. But question is for you. This is your last chance now. What are your final hot take predictions for what we're going to get out of Marvel Hall H? And maybe even more importantly, what are some hot predictions of things they won't show or talk about when we're there? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. And all right, guys, that will do it for today's installment of the John Campea Show. Thank you so much for being here, making our little show part of your day. Again, it's a shortened episode today because we are down. Ann and I are here in San Diego. We're about to go over to the convention center for Comic-Con, and I'll put up some videos of us walking around just so you guys can see what we're seeing. Looking forward to that. I'll be back on the air on Saturday night again for that stream. I, of course, want to thank Chris Parker, 3C Films, for being here. Man, it's so much fun having you on. It's a pleasure. And I love that you're going to be a regular here on Thursdays.
Yes, every Thursday. I'll be here. So next week, be here.
Which is such a pleasure for us. Thank you so much for being here. Again, of course, to our technical producer who's got to run everything from home while I'm on the road, Jonathan Boyko. Good job, Jonathan. We'll talk to you on Monday, I guess.
That's right. If not, if I'm available Saturday and you want me to join you and Rob, I'm happy to join.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah,
maybe it can be the whole crew of us.
Because that'd be really fun.
That will do it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, my brethren, bye-bye.